This is my face anytime Shayna was on my screen or anytime Shake talked in this reunion. And also, guys, please wear socks. This looks so stupid. Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Love is Blind reunion. This is season 2 reunion. So much to discuss. I have about 10 hours to talk about with Shake today because my God, you guys, that was crazy. So just a heads up, I have a nasty cold. Everything else has been pre-recorded on my channel, but here I am sounding and feeling like this. So I'm going to get through this. I'm probably going to mix some stuff up. It's just what it is. Thank you to everybody that's been so sweet and reached out. I appreciate it. I'm fine. I just got to take more cold medicine and go back to bed for like 2 days. But anyway, okay, let's get into Love is Blind. Check out my merch, link below. I got Midnight Toast, Justice for Steve. It's a load of pants. Or find me on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. I thought it was a really good reunion. I found it completely interesting. I cannot stand Shake. I mean, I already couldn't stand him, but he made it so much worse. I pray that every girl in America saw this reunion to see how awful he is and never date him.
Surprise, this is Jay, Dr. Bad Vibes on YouTube. So Jen's kind of sick and having a coughing fit, so I'm here to fill in as Jen. Hi, I'm Jen. I watched this show and Shake's a bad boy. Don't date him.
Wow, that sounded exactly like me. Yes, Shake is a bad boy. Okay, so just right out of the gate, how y'all feeling? So Vanessa was a little over the top, right? With the yes and the... But then I liked her a little better when she took down Shake a peg or two. That was pretty funny. But overall, still find her annoying. I just don't understand why they're here. I don't think that they add that much to the show. But I did like Vanessa's dress, so I'll give her that. Didn't love the shoulder pads, but I do love the color of her dress. I think it's pretty. Goodness, you guys. Okay, Deepti. Look how stunning she looks. Absolutely gorgeous. Love that blue on her. I thought Natalie looks good. I don't know what Shayna's wearing here. Like 1970s look, I guess. Mallory looks fantastic. What is with all the guys and the no socks? Good Lord. Put on some socks. It's not hard. That might be the temperature talking. Okay. So much. So... Some of my favorite moments were when Shake is so stupid. He was saying, we all have our preferences, and the only one here I'm attracted to is Vanessa. Wow. And even Vanessa was like, no, thank you. Natalie says, when Natalie revealed that basically Shake had been saying so many more terrible things about Deepti, and that basically what we saw on camera was a watered down version of the things that he said behind her back. Damn. Like, he's a terrible person. I will give him, I get what he was saying, where he said, and actually Deepti said it better. I'll give her credit. She said, I understand that you need to be attracted to somebody, to marry him, to be in love with him, whatever. And she even says, I don't care if you're not attracted to me, but it was the way he would go about it and the way he was speaking about her. And I mean, he's just a terrible person, right? Sorry, words are escaping me right now. He's a terrible person. Sorry. He did himself no favors. And I thought it was actually a great question when Vanessa said, why did you come on the show? He got defensive about it. I feel like when he was at the end wishing Deepti well, he was he was just full of shit. He didn't give a crap about anybody but himself. And he realized, oh shit, women in America might see this, so I better make myself look a little better. It's just kind of the vibe I got. Shane, let's see. So he thought, they talk about that he thought Natalie was Shayna. He gaslit Natalie. I did like when Shane called out Shake, by the way. That was pretty funny at the beginning. So much. Okay, so I actually thought Shane and Natalie were going to say that they're back together. Interesting to hear that they dated, but sounds like they're still struggling because they're one of the few that I actually looked up. I don't like to look up couples. I like to be surprised, but I looked them up and they do have some posts together where they're like, I don't know, having food together and stuff. So I thought they were together. I'm actually surprised to hear that they're not. How weird was it when Shane got so weird, by the way, about meeting up with Shayna? What was that about? When they directly asked him, have you met up with Shayna? And he got all weird, and Jarrett kind of threw him a lifeline, I believe it was Jarrett, and said something like, oh, he's upset because the relationship with Natalie means so much, and now it's going to seem like he's meeting up with Shayna, and that's not what it was. And maybe it's not, but I don't know. If you truly don't have, if he's trying to make it work with Natalie, if he truly was, why meet up with Shayna? Why even put yourself in that situation, you know? Shayna is so full of herself and so full of everything. I mean, she clearly wasn't attracted to, God, I can't think, Kyle, good Lord. She said yes to his proposal. She says she regrets doing that. And she should have said no. She says she had feelings for him. I don't even think that was the case. I actually like that he called her out and says, you used me as a backup, and you wanted to see if Kyle would flip and propose to you last second. She gets defensive, is like, are you speaking for me? I actually think he made a great argument there and a great point, and I think that's exactly what she was doing. I feel like her apologies to Natalie were, I mean, she said them, but I don't truly believe them. I think if Shane had flipped and asked her to marry him, or even afterwards, you know, if they had started dating, then, yeah, I think she would have been like, sayonara, Natalie. Shake is so fucking annoying. He kept interrupting to hear himself talk. He thinks everything he says is the most brilliant thing in the whole wide world. And can I just say, elephant in the room, if you're going to talk so much about Deepti's looks, well, fuck you, I'm going to talk about your looks. Who the hell would want Shake? I don't find him the least bit attractive. I understand that some people do. But I would think as soon as he opens his damn mouth, that would kill that, right? I mean, look at him here. He's just smarmy and slimy, and he can choke on his gold chain. I don't care. I just have like 50 times in my notes, Shake is annoying, Shake is annoying. I love that Jarrett kind of put him in his place. I thought that was great. I love that Shane put him in his place. I love that Nick Lachey put him in his place. I mostly love that Deepti put him in his place. He just, to me, all I could think of is he comes off, and Deepti called it he's a narcissist, but also he just comes off as like, just that, was it, like a prick, just a little man, you know what I mean, that little man syndrome, like, I don't have confidence in myself, so I'm going to be a huge dick to everybody so I can fake like I have confidence. It's just gross. He's just gross. Okay. So, Mallory looks beautiful here, but I'm having trouble caring about Mallory. I am. I thought she was interesting on the show to begin with, and then she lost it and she never got it back. Same thing with Sal. What the hell was he alluding to that went on behind the scenes? He kept alluding to something. I was like, did she cheat? Did he cheat? What happened? But he kept hinting to something and said basically, oh God, I have it written down. Where is it? It's like, God, it doesn't matter. Basically, something happened behind the scenes. And then they talk about how it was inappropriate that she had that conversation with Jarrett. I actually agree with him there. I thought that whole thing was too much, especially after, well, each of them were engaged to other people. It just didn't need to go down like that. And Jarrett seems truly remorseful. And I actually got to give Ayanna credit because I thought she handled that like a grown-up. She said, I'm not even mad at Mal. Mal owes me nothing. You know, she's not my partner. Jarrett is my partner. And Jarrett has apologized and promised to never put me second. And so they seem to have the most healthy relationship, I think. You know, they've mentioned growing pains and arguments that are always going to come up in a marriage, but I don't know. I see them go in the distance. They seem really happy. Nick and Danielle, you know, I don't know. They are saying the words that they're happy. It's got to be a lot, right? Like, even in that video that's supposed to convince us how happy they are, all I could think of is, yes, stuff's not right. Like, he's too, he went too overboard trying to convince us he's the one dancing on tables now and stuff, and I'm calling bullshit on that. Um, I think she has this deep insecurity and he has this anger, and I don't know, she's just kind of, I feel like maybe he's convinced her, hey, just say these things, and she's saying that. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I don't believe them. I'll just say it like that. We'll see what happens. But it is cool that he got her, or they got her, I guess Uncle got her the great-grandmother's wedding ring. That's very cool. Yeah, so I don't really care about Sal and Mal. I thought it was funny when Nick said musician to musician. I can't even say it. Magician? No, musician. Nick says that to Sal, and I was like, I don't know. Have you heard Sal's music? But Mallory, oh, that's what it was. So again, this is where they're alluding to other stuff, and he even brings up karma, and he feels unheard in arguments. Stupid Shake. Shake is talking again. Who cares? Jared rightly calls him out and says, listen, you're trying to break people down. Shake says people are real in the beginning of this thing, but they turn fake as fuck. Let's go into Shake and Deepti. He's obsessed with picking her up. I called it at the time. He obsessively talked about it. It was the weirdest fucking thing. Like, Nick asked Shake, why did you do Love is Blind? And we never really got a great answer. He talked about Love is Blurry. It was so stupid. And Vanessa rightly points out, you're on the wrong show. There are shows based on looks. This is not it. And what happens if your partner gets mangled? What happens if, somebody gains weight? Whatever it is. I'm just thinking, like, what happens if... I hope Shake gains a bunch of weight and then he has to deal with it. Sounds like he's got deep-rooted insecurities about that kind of stuff. Danielle's face throughout this was amazing because she's struggled with weight, and so to hear him say these cruel things, I enjoyed when they panned to her face because she kind of said what we're all thinking, like, Shake, you're disgusting. Okay, so everybody loves Deepti, and what's not to love? I wish that they had given more time to Kyle, was that his name, Kyle, to ask Deepti out. He says he should have married her. I thought that was a pretty interesting part. I think he should have just straight up said, hey, will you go out with me? P.S. Shake doesn't give a shit because Shake only cares about himself, but I thought it was funny that Shayna she pretended like it was okay, and maybe it was, but I don't know. I felt like she maybe gave a shit about that. She doesn't want him, but she doesn't want him to notice other girls, is kind of the way I felt during that. Okay, Kyle and Shayna. So, I don't really care about this. I just think that they're both on the show. He was probably there to find love. I don't know what she was there for. I guess Instagram followers. I really wonder what would have happened had Kyle proposed to Shayna. I'm thinking she would have said yes, and then she would have liked to have been one of the ones with more attention on them, although the couples really didn't have that much attention on them besides having chairs together, which I thought was kind of weird, and the fact that they dressed them alike, I don't know. That's where we have Kyle saying, it pisses me off, Shake, that you wasted such a good opportunity. I wish he would have asked Deepti out. Okay, Natalie and Shane. So that fight, I want to see the video of that. It sounds like so much more happened, and he calls it an emotional reaction. But I didn't like this here because he's doing that thing where he's apologizing, but it's with conditions. And I don't think you should apologize with conditions. Because his conditions are, I'm saying I'm sorry and I mostly messed up, but you messed up too. And yes, that's a normal human reaction, I think, but if he's really trying to apologize, he's got to just apologize for what he did and then let her decide if she wants to apologize or not. It can't be conditional like that. She's very upset and crying, and Shane says he's sad, and Nick asked, do you guys feel like you missed a chance at a happy ending? And again, they bring up dating again without the pressure, but she's held on to the fight, and it didn't let them move on. So again, I really want to know, are they dating? What happened there? What's happened since? Had they been able to move on? I don't know why I'm rooting for them, but I am. Jarrett and Ayanna, they seem very happy. Married life, it's been fun, roller coaster. Nick and Shayna, again, they kind of admit that they met up, but Shayna says that they were just friends. Shane is being so weird. Here's my hypothesis on this, is that Shane maybe didn't tell Natalie that they met up. I don't know. I'm just wondering, did he not tell her? And the fact that it's coming out now is going to piss Natalie off, maybe? And make it so much harder for him where he's trying to reconcile with her? These are just cold medicine thoughts that I'm having. Shake says at the end it was wrong for him to show his warped views. Nope, you're just realizing how you're going to come across on TV. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. And Sal says he's happy for Nick and Danielle and Jarrett and Ayanna. Sal, I think you may be on there for a music contract. I don't know. I was kind of surprised when they said that Sal and Mal met up and they just didn't have that same connection afterwards. So they seem very bland. I'm still shocked about that because I thought her most of all would not be bland, but they were so boring to watch. Even in the reunion, it's hard to get excited about those two. And that's it. I mean, talking back through it, I did think it was a good reunion. I wish they'd let I wish they'd let Shayna have a little bit more. I feel like she got off a little bit easy. She did apologize a couple times to Natalie. Whether it's sincere or not, I don't know. I wish we got more clarity on Natalie and Shane and if they're going to work out. I wish that... I don't know. I kept hoping that Shake would have I fucked up realization, but he's so full of himself, he just can't seem to do that. So I don't expect any growth there, I guess. I'm giving up on that. But yeah, that's it. What did you guys think of the reunion? Let me know in the comments below, and I can't wait to read your thoughts on all this. I thought it was a good season. I actually really liked this season way better than the first season. I felt like I wanted to watch these episodes way more than I remember wanting to watch. I watched the first season, but it was kind of begrudgingly. I'd be folding laundries and watching it. And this one I actually would find myself sitting down and really watching it. So that says something. I'll keep going with it if they bring back another season for sure. I did see that preview that they showed for whatever other dating show that they're pushing. I don't know about all that. I know they were trying to push the drama. I can't say I'm super excited about it. Let me know if that's something you guys want to watch. I'll definitely read the comments. And yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts. I know I've missed parts. Cold medicine. How you doing? I've been climbing back in bed, but I will definitely read the comments and see what everybody thinks. Again, thank you everybody for all the wonderful comments, all the support lately. I've gotten so many great comments. Hey, if you're into the second Sex and the City movie, I just started recapping that, and we are having a lot of fun doing that. I really got to deep dive in that one, and I'm excited about that. So a lot of good feedback there. I got some Reddit posts coming up where we deep dive original Sex and the City, from the fashion to the cringy moments and everything in between, so look out for those. Gosh, I know there's more stuff coming up. I can't even think. But thank you guys for everything. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will be talking to you with a much better voice again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.